Everybody, I want to talk about the REMS Cento pipe cutter. So this is a bench top or stationary pipe cutter. It's got a cast iron base, 4 rollers with ball bearings, and a really well machined height adjustment system. Very familiar looking type of height adjustment there, very easy to operate. What this is a corded plug-in model. It's also available as battery operated, 120 volts. Tubing cutter, so you can use it for copper, stainless steel, and steel tubing. You can also use it on iron pipe, different types of steel pipes, and plastics. So I've got wheels in order to do all of that. I'm going to do some iron pipe, copper, and plastic just to show you how well it works and how easy it is to operate. Now it's got a foot control on-off switch. It doesn't have a safety built into that switch, so it's just on and off with the tap of your toe. Like that, very simple. And then you've got a cut capacity up to 4-inch diameter pipe, just by raising and lowering that. So I cut some 4-inch PVC on it earlier. It's actually my first cut with the tool just to see how well it operated. Super clean, super nice cut. I'm set up right now with a steel wheel, and I will cut some 1-inch Schedule 40 black iron pipe. So just to show you how quick and clean that is, and then some prep work that it will allow you to do. Okay, so we're all tightened up here, and I'm just going to use the feel by hand of the pressure I'm putting on the pipe. Just takes a few seconds to cut. Okay, so I've got a factory type cut. You could do this manually, obviously with a saw of different types. But this is a nice type of setup for working in a large mechanical room where you might be set up doing a lot of prefab work or doing the work days upon end. You're going to have all kinds of nice factory cuts with this type of system. So we're going to come around to the other side here, and I can show you the built-in deburring capability of this tool. On the other side of the tool is a friction fit, ring detent coupling for the Reg 1054E. So this is an outside inside deburring tool that will be used on copper, steel, plastic. This one's capacity is up to 2 1/8 inch or 54 millimeters, and down to 10 millimeters. So you can use this, I would use this likely on steel pipe mostly. You could also use it on copper. So this just fits right into the side there. It's pretty secure. And when I hit the trigger on the switch for the motor, it's going to spin, and I can just apply pressure by hand to do the deburring or reaming on the outside and inside of the tool. So real quick demo. So that was on the outside. Nice. Get rid of that little ridge that's always caused by a cutting wheel. Flip it over. Do the inside. Get rid of that ridge on the inside. So this pipe could be used for threading or welding or press fit. It's ready to go, factory cut. Very efficient. It's going to take away a lot of the safety factors when using other types of cutters. So if this is the kind of cut and process you're looking for, maybe in a fabrication shop or in a large mechanical room, this is a great tool to consider. So I'm going to switch the wheel over now. We'll do some copper, and then we'll do plastic. The wheel can only go on one way. You've got your center arbor and then offset pins of two different sizes on the wheel, so you can only load up the wheel one way. Very simple. Tool comes with a wrench. You don't have to crank it down. I figured that out. Just very lightly, so now good. So now we're set up for copper, and there's a couple different copper wheels. There's just a standard copper, which would be the sharpest wheel that they offer, and then there's a a copper inox wheel that's going to be for press fit copper. It's just not quite as sharp. It's going to leave less of a ridge on the copper, which I don't know why you'd choose one over the other, but they offer them. So adjust the tool real quick. This is 1-inch type L, if you're wondering. There you go. Very quick, very efficient, and a super clean cut. So I'll just remove that piece out of there, and I'll ream and deburt real quick. Very quick with this tool. Flip the tool around. Do the inside. So I've got what couldn't be, I mean, I don't think you could ask for a better cut and prep on a copper pipe like that. So this would be ready for press or sweat or braze, whatever you're gonna do. If you're doing up to 4-inch copper, or larger sizes, 1.5 inch, 2-inch, over and over in the same mechanical room, this would be an excellent tool. I opted for the corded model because I think a stationary tool like this is just, I'm probably not gonna bring this out to a job site unless I've got a very large boiler job, for example, but they do offer it in cordless. So I'll quick switch the wheel over to plastic. We'll just buzz off a piece of plastic real quick and you just get an idea for how that works. All right, so now we're all set up for plastic. I've got some 2-inch Schedule 80 CPVC. This could be used for venting on a gas boiler system, gas furnace, things like that. It's more commonly used for potable water or processed water piping, and oftentimes socket weld. So, solvent and socket weld. This is not a fun pipe to cut manually with like a ratcheting cutter, so if you're doing a lot of that process piping, this would be a good option for you. This is the plastic cutting wheel. It's a deeper, thinner wheel, and you'll see it just takes a couple seconds to cut this pipe. It's really nice. There you go. Honestly, one of the nicest cuts I've ever seen on a plastic pipe. When you're using a cutting wheel rotary like that, you're just going to get the better, end result, in my opinion. Check this out. Quick features again: cast iron base, 4 rollers on here, multiple wheel choices for different types of materials. You can get it in cordless. This is the corded model, obviously, and you got foot operation. Very nice machining, made in Germany. Engineering and manufacturing in Stuttgart at the REMS factory. So check it out, the REMS Cento. Click the link below for more information and bring you right to their site. You can purchase it directly from REMS.